Let's go. Let's go, chats. We're learning here. We're learning. Yo, everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another video here on the PokerStaples channel. Special video today, something you haven't seen before. We are doing a poker quiz today. We're going to test our skills and see how good we are. There's a brand new offering from Raise Your Edge called PAIRRD, and essentially it is a quizzing feature. So it'll ask you interactive questions on the game of poker, and not really simple questions like how many outs do we have, but more complicated questions like how much equity do we have here, right? What is our opponent's re-raising range going to be? Like these high-level poker questions that I find difficult, you're going to find in this video. And you're able to test and compare yourself to other people that also are testing and doing the same quizzes. So I think it's really cool. I did about an hour stream on this. We're condensing it down. You can get an idea. And if you want to sign up for PAIRRD, there'll be a link in the description for 10% off. So check it out. Let's see how I do it in the quizzes. Let's get into it. This is our options in the PAIRRD app at the moment. And they're going to be adding a bunch to this. So there's all sorts of different quizzes. As you can see, I've done some of them, right? And it gives you like a rating basically on how you're doing. You'll find out in a second. There's different modes for different levels you can set it to. I've set mine to pro and they're really difficult. Like they're really hard quizzes. And I think I'm learning a lot. So here's like my profile. You can see my recent quizzes and stuff like that. You can get some pre-flop ranges, some EV tools as well. Let's start with the Saturday daily quiz and see how we do, which I think we just click the play button. Here it is, Saturday daily quiz. We have 60 seconds to answer each question. Whew, okay, let's do it. Okay, so here we are. We go to a flop of Queen 10 deuce. We have ace 3. Now I'm gonna take my time. We have 60 seconds here, right? They've had 18 into 70. We have 400 chips. What are we gonna do? Call, fold, or raise to 63? Make your guess in your head. I think it's a fold here. I think we have a lot of better hands to continue with. Ranges are quite wide, to be fair. I think it's a fold. 100%, we got it. All right, we can show the breakdown here. I wonder if this is what people have chosen or what the deal is. No, it can't be because there hasn't been that many who have taken the test today. Queen deuce, calling the big blind against a raise. We get a C bet on 6-4 deuce. We can either call against the small bet, raise to 63, or raise to 200. We can just jam here as well. So probably not jam. We do want to realize our equity, and they're going to have a super wide range. I think we're actually going to raise here to 63 with queen deuce. We're not going to raise with 4x and 6x, but I think we can raise queen deuce here. So I'm going to say raise is good. I'm going to say call is also probably better than jamming. Okay, so it's both. There you go. So if we were to plug this into like a solver or something, it would say you want to call sometimes or raise sometimes. Call 61%, raise 34%. Next hand, king 5 suited. Raise call. Ooh. This is one of those trick questions. The fact that they include jam here. So in game, we know that call is going to make money, right? But we need to find some squeeze hands. There is some shoves on 40 blinds here with like some kind of junky hands like this. Dude, I think they're trying to trick us, man. I think it's going to be a jam. In game, I'd probably squeeze, right? But like, I think in theory, we're going to be able to jam a king 5, king 6 suited sometimes. I think it's going to be jam. This is wild. 42 blinds. Oh, jam and 3-bet and call. We're running out of time. Oh, bro, we just the worst, dude. It could be neither. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, no, we don't have any shoves here. Jam is 5%. See, so we jam king 10 and king 9 suited, but we don't include any of these 40 blinds. We jam jack 10 suited and 10 9 suited. That's interesting, right? 40 blinds deep. Cut off button. We're going to shove here with 10 9 suited on the big blind instead of call. And our squeezes are going to be ace 3, ace deuce offsuit, ace 8 offsuit. So like, I mean, of course we can't get this perfect, you know? It's like, we can't do that. I mean, the rule of thumb is like, we're going to sometimes squeeze offsuit aces, right? And then we're going to squeeze value hands. Like some queen jack offsuit as well. And then value. We're going to jam our pairs here. See, this is weird, right? The 7s squeeze. Jam this. The offsuit aces. 3-bet with the suited ones. That makes sense. And then jam with king 10, queen 10, jack 10, 10, 10. See, sometimes you find ranges here, though, where we're just going to shove like king 5, king 6, you know? This is a free quiz, by the way, you guys. ! PAIRRD. You can take this quiz yourself. This is obviously spoilers. This question, 6-5 suited on ace, queen, queen. 3 high cards here against a big blind call. So I think there's going to be a lot of auto folds in our opponent's range. We have a lot of junk as well, right? Like we both have a lot of junk. They have probably a few more queens than we do. We can go for a delayed bet, but 6-5 suited does not seem like the right hand to do that with. So I'm going to go for a bet, and not the big one. I think the small one. And we are going to mix. A solver is going to tell us to bluff sometimes. And so I think small and check. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so we want to bet sometimes and check sometimes. There we go. All right, cool. And Chris, what do we do? 63, chat. 63. We're in 13th place. Here's like a really good This is like a really good warm-up, I think. Raise first in, right? I think this this is a good warm-up to like make sure your pre-flop ranges are on point, because that's like the first step, you know? That's sort of getting honed in is the raise first in. And I'm afraid of the rejamming, dude, because I haven't quizzed rejamming in a while. We're going to have to get there, I think. We can do some raise first ins. You can see I've done some. Some of these shorter ranges implement limping, which I haven't been doing, except in the small blind, of course, which you can see my skills are pretty bad here, but then they're pretty good up here. So yeah, we've got some quizzes. We've got some options here. Maybe we do some of each, I think. There's only like six. So why don't we just, we do a little bit of each. It's so close to framed correctly, but it's just tilting me a bit, you know? All right, let's do it. Oh, we are defending here. I think we mostly, this looks like a raise, but it's just it looks like a limp. So it's a limp. Do we want to check back or do we want to raise? I feel like at these shorter stack bets, we mostly check back suited hands and then raise offsuit hands as bluffs, and then value hands, of course. But I feel like this is much more call than raise with 9-6 suited. But like 9-6 offsuit, it'd be much more raise than call, I think. Let's see. Yeah. See, that's what we're seeing 30 blinds deep. Like mostly checking back at these suited hands and then choosing to raise bluff a lot of these offsuit hands and then value hands. Yeah. But then it's funny when you get to like 100 blinds, it's like very mixed. It's not. You don't see this. Tens, raise, 3-bet. We can either call or jam. Probably more jam tens, right? And then I think we want to like mix in some calls with aces and kings more than tens, I'd say. We are straight jamming all the way down to nines. We're not even mixing in slow plays here. Folding all this. We're calling with the ace-queen offsuit. We're not slow playing anything in this range. It's kind of interesting. Nines we sometimes call. We sometimes call, sometimes jam these pairs. Call the suited broadways. Queen 10 suited, we fold a tiny bit. And then we fold king queen offsuit pure. It's just like ace queen off or better. Next question, queen 9 of clubs. This is one of the spots again. So we're 30 blinds effective here. Like queen 9, queen jack, queen 10, like jack 10. Like these sort of things are usually our 3-bets shoves, actually, because they just do well when called. I think this is going to be a jam or a call. It's call. Yeah. So king 9 suited. King 9 suited is the half jam. Ace 4, ace 3, ace deuce is the jams, half jams. But queen 9 suited is a pure call. I mean, my thinking is okay, right? I think, right? Like we got it wrong, but we pick up like, okay, it's like sometimes call, sometimes jam. And it's the same hand category here. It's a bit too much. 2 times I've been tricked by this. So like clearly I'm a little too shove happy. But like jack 10 suited is jamming half. King 9 suited is jamming half. We're 3-betting offsuit stuff here mostly, like little bits. Ace 3 suited in the big blind, get a raise to 2.3. We just looked at this. Sometimes jam, sometimes call, right? It's basically the same spot. So we're a little jam happy here. But let's do it again. Sometimes jam, sometimes call. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, chats. We're learning here. We're learning. Okay. Next question. Ace 9. Raise 3-bets. Call or fold here? Honestly, probably a fold with ace 9. Yep. Ace 10 is where ace 10 actually folds sometimes here. Ace 10 off. So I missed the line by 1, but that's okay. Look at our jams, by the way. We jam ace king for 60 blinds against this 3-bet. We jam jacks, queens sometimes, and then half ace 5 suited and half ace 4 suited. How sick. End quiz. We did well there. We did well. We'll do a few more of these pre-flop, but then let's get into some tougher ones where I will most definitely not do as well. Okay, so this is 15 blinds. So this is including some limps, which I have not implemented. Except in the small blind, so I'm going to be getting this wrong. Queen 4 suited, raise, I think. 26%, so here's where it's going to be a mix. Raise and limp some. See, this is where I'm not going to do very well in this quiz because I'm not implementing the strategy. I'm doing a raise or fold here. So I need to watch whatever video is in the masterclass to sort of get better at implementing this limping strategy. This is going to be a fold, 100%. Yep. King, queen. I think raise call with king queen. We probably want a more jam like king jack offsuit and king 10 offsuit. So I think it's going to be a raise call. There's no question that both of these make money, right? Like all 3 of these make money. I think this is going to be a raise call though. 13%. King queen offsuit. It's all 3. I mean, this is complicated to implement, right? So it's fine. It's fine to raise, you know, but they prefer jam over raise, or the solver does. And then limp is also in their half. A6 suited. I think you can do a little bit of all 3, but what did we just say? We start to raise a little bit more, so let's raise. But raise and limp. Oh, dude, it's so... See how finicky this is, man? You know, like, see how intricate these strategies are? And of course, this is a computer, you know, this is a solver output. Like, we aren't robots, you know? You go to, like, the best players in the world at tournaments, they're not nailing this perfectly, but they're just getting closer. And they're doing it by studying spots like these. So not so good there. But it's very, very finicky and intricate at 15 blinds deep there. I don't feel too bad, even though we got quite a bad score. I've got to figure out how to implement this limping strat into my game. Because it's probably better than just raise or fold strat. It almost definitely is better. Let's do a more difficult sort of step here. There's a bunch of free quizzes, right? Some of these get really tough. Like post flop out of position. It's tough to play out of position, man. Let's play a post flop out of position. We've got some leaderboards. Look at this. The ratings are not high. The highest rating on the leaderboard is 66 in post flop out of position. Yikes. So let's do this. Under the gun versus cutoff. SRP. I don't know what, I know what SPR is, but not SRP. 40 blinds. 40 blinds deep. Okay, let's do this. Gnarlton Danks is kind of wild, right? Yeah, I mean, these quizzes are tough, but don't let it get to you, man. Okay, 60 seconds to answer each question. Let's do it. This is a 5K bounty hunter event, right? So this is a high stakes tournament. Probably the Ben played. We raise king 6 suited here. Okay, show the question. What is under the gun's opening range with 60 blinds? So we have to guess their opening range here. We might have to make this smaller. It looks like it's not scaling properly. There we go, 125. Okay, we can see. So this goes down to every pair. This goes down to not every pair. I'm already thinking this is going to be the correct range under the gun. I don't think we're pure opening 3s and 2s here. Probably folding this ace 2 suited as well. This one is looking good to me. This one has less ace 5 suited, and then it just cuts off completely. This has all suited aces. This goes down to ace 9 offsuit, which isn't a good open, I don't think. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be the right range because we don't pure raise these pairs. We don't include ace 9 as well. So let's do that. Boom. We got it, chat. Next question. Gonna flatten the cutoff. It's going to be what's their calling range. And god damn, I'm going to screw this up, man. What's cutoff's response to under the gun open? Okay. So they're playing every pair. They're going to be, we're 40 blinds deep here as well. They're going to be 3-betting more queens and jacks. So let's rule this out, right? It's not queens and jacks because they're half 3-betting and half calling queens and jacks, but they're pure 3-betting aces and kings. I don't think that's likely. This is pure 3-betting jacks plus. This is mixing half-half with queens. This is choosing mostly offsuit hands to 3-bet. This is choosing mostly suited hands to 3-bet half. I'm going to think this one. I think we're going to start to call a lot of these hands instead of 3-bet them in position. So I'm going to choose this. Call 10%, 3-bet 6%. Bro, no. It is the middle one. Okay. I mean, this does have a mix. So I really snuck in on the half call, half 3-bet queens and jacks because I didn't think that made a lot of sense. But if I look at the rest of the range, mixing 3-bets with like these weaker suited hands compared to the good ones, and then our offsuit, this does make more sense. Like I'm on board with that. This surprises me though. Okay. All right, so we get a call on the cutoff. Queen 7-6. We start with a check. What's the question? What's under the gun's equity on this flop? Queen 7-6. We have king 6. I think 48 here. 48 or 55. It's not 42. I'm gonna say 55. It might be. Thing is, we have all these big pairs in our range. They flat, and we're 40 blinds deep. It's gonna be 48 or 55. They do interact with that 7-6 a little bit with their flatting range. I'm gonna say 55. 48. No! No, bro! And then we have another question. What's under the gun C-bet frequency here? Pretty small, I think. On Queen 7-6, 40 blinds deep. Maybe 45% to be fair. Because we do have some strong hands in our range. We have 48% equity. Which means we're going to do a lot of checking. So it's going to be lower medium. Again, I'm not very good at this. I'm going to think low here. But what do you guys think? I'm going to think low, medium. All right. Well, at least we're not totally bricking. They bet 15,000. How often does cutoff bet after under the gun checks? Medium or high, not small, I don't think. So they have 52% equity on this board. A decent amount of checks. I'm going to think medium here. I think they're going to bet some. They have some hands that want to bet, but probably not 75%. I mean, 40 blinds is something, but we've still got to think about under the gun range. Medium, please. Yes! Yes, chat! What are our main bluffs for check raising this flop? We just talked about this. We are limited time here, 47 seconds. Okay. Ace 4, Ace 5, backdoor flush draw. Probably not, right? Probably not. King Jack, King 10, backdoor flush draw. I mean, we do pick up more equity with these. Ace Jack, backdoor flush draw. Ace Jack suited, backdoor flush draw. I feel like we want to choose King Jack, King 10. If we choose the ace, we block the ace high stabs, which we are going to have a lot of fold equity against. So I feel like we're going to want to choose this. Ace 4, Ace 5, backdoor flush draw. Maybe. I mean, we had 3 to a straight, 3 to a flush. So like, this might be decent. I'm going to go with this though. These two, both. Yes! Chat, let's go! Next part is, what hands is villain supposed to defend against a check raise? Select all of the ones below. So in theory land, I feel like they're going to defend a lot more than what they are in actuality, right? So we need to go pretty wide here with the defend. Ace 10, King Jack with backdoor flush draw. Maybe. Ace Jack and King Jack. So this is better than this, obviously. Ace 5 and Ace 4 suited with backdoor flush draw. Yes. I'm going to say these two, but not Ace Jack, King Jack. We're a killer, chat. We're crashing it. We're crushing it, man. All right, next question. So we call 6 on the river, check, bet 173. The question is going to be, exploitatively should we call? What hands is villain supposed to be bluffing here in order to make this profitable call with King 6 with at least a 50% frequency? King Jack 4s and 5s. Yeah, under pairs, I think King Jack's 4s and 5s. But it's probably going to choose all of these, I would say, right? Like this, Ace 4, Ace 5 suited they have. These two I'm going to choose. Probably not this one. God, chat, we are absolutely on fire. Okay, chat, we're on the leaderboard. Let's go. Blinds post-flop practice bot. Let's do this then. They're going to be adding a bunch of these as well. You can see how many quizzes there are right now. But I know they're going to be adding a lot to this over the next couple weeks, so... Let's do some blind spots. Small blind versus under the gun. Small blind versus under the gun. Can you play this? Play the blind. Big blind. Big blind versus under the gun. Big blind versus under the gun. 30 SPR. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's do big blind. Big blind against under the gun. 30 blinds deep. We can mouse over and see our range and their range, which is really useful, right? It'd be nice. Queen 6 deuce. We have the 10 of spades. They bet small here. I think we want to continue with King 10, actually. Some ace highs, some Queen X, 6X, deuce X, some spade draws. King 10 with the 10 of spades. It's got to be right on the edge, dude. They go for a small bet. So let's put in a check raise here. The thing is, dude, we have 3-4 suited. Maybe not. The fact that there's no fold is telling me, hey, you're folding too much, because I think about folding as well. Bro, let's call. Oh, call and raise. Come on, let's go. Okay, we do raise small sub ties. We defaulted to the best one though. We're running out of time. All right, on Queen 6 deuce here. I'm guessing if we don't have the like if we have club diamond, we're probably just gonna fold, right? 10-8, bet of 15. We do have more 9x than them. I like raise and call here at some frequency. Yeah, a lot of raises. See, I think raise is my first choice as well. We have more 9x than them. Like, look at our range here. We have a lot of 9s. They don't have nearly as much. So yeah, I like that. Queen 10. Mostly call here. Sometimes raise as well though. Pure raise. Wow. See, this is where I want to see the raising range, right? I want to see everything that we can raise here. Because I'm going to check raise ace 10 and king 10. And then like maybe sometimes with queen 10 and jack 10 and 10-9. But like mostly going to call and then raise king 10 and ace 10. But it wants to raise pure with queen 10 on 10-6-3. Okay. King jack, bet of 15. Fine to continue here. Probably just call. We probably want to raise with a spade, so I'm just going to say flat. Yeah. Okay, I think we did okay there. That was pretty good. I'm happy with that. All right, guys, let's go for the last quiz, and then we'll get into some sit and goes here. So let's do another one. Small blind versus under the gun. So this is different. Small blind, not big blind. Let's start it up. We see a bet of 15. I think I'm going to pure fold here, man. This is our range, right? I think it's a... Oh, we really missed this board with a lot of stuff, man. Yikes. I think it's a fold. Fold call. Okay, so we're mixing it up. All right, next question. 2s. So we need to raise then. We need to raise. I really hate calling here, man. I'm just going to raise or fold, but I want to fold. I'm just going to raise. We're calling 84% to the c-bet. Oh my goodness, bro. I am screwing that up. I need to figure this out, dude. I've got to put this into a PO solver and be like, what am I supposed to continue here? 4s. Call, and we do have the option for a small raise, which it does want to do sometimes. Yeah, okay. All right. Could have been better, dude. Small blind. Got to do some work on small blind as well. Either way, dudes, we're done with PAIRRD for today. That was good, though, right? Exclamation mark PAIRRD. Check it out. I think it's good. We'll do some more quizzing before the stream because I think it's a good... It's just a good practice. And Ben said, you know, like, yeah, you can quiz this on stream if you want. And I'm like, dope, let's do it. So...